Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, my name's Star. I'm a 34-year-old mom who likes to play in makeup. And today I wanted to go over what I consider my top 10 neutral palettes. So if that seems like something that you're interested in, then keep on watching. Okay guys, so I have this in a different kind of setup. A lot of people had been complaining about the way I was like editing it, you couldn't turn your phone sideways to watch it. So I'm hoping that this works out better, but it looks like the lighting is making it darker because of the way I had to sit the tripod. So I don't know. We're going to see how this one goes. So I want to talk about my favorite neutral palettes. So I went through my collection and I managed to get it down to 10. So the first palette I want to talk to you guys about today is the Colourpop Going Coconuts palette. And this is what it looks like. It is a very gorgeous neutral toned, like a true neutral. It doesn't lean warm. It doesn't lean too cool toned. Like, it is just perfect. And you guys know I love Colourpop quality. Let me get my towel right here. Here's some swatches. That shimmer shade, Cocoa Crush, is so gorgeous. I absolutely love this palette. And of course, you know, it's cheap. They also have the Wild Child palette. That one's deeper. That one's really good, but I didn't put that one in here because I did put a like darker neutral palette, and that's just not the one that I picked. So, but hang on. Okay. But these are very cheap. I love their formula. The browns are so pretty in here. You have a couple of transition shades, some crease shades, a deepening up shade. They're really pretty, and I love Colourpop's formula. So the next palette I got is also a Colourpop one. This is the only other one I decided to put in here. And this one's actually fairly new to me. I bought it at the end of 2021, and it is the Colourpop Roaring Hearts palette. I use this in a New Year's Eve look. It is on Instagram. But guys, this is so pretty. So of course you get, you know, you're more, you know, you have a cooler tone brown. You have a couple warmer tone browns. You have a for like crease shades and transitions, and then you got a deeper warm brown and a deeper cool tone brown and a black in here. You also get this really pretty, like, what would you call that? Like a coppery color. I'm going to give you guys some swatches. But this is, you can make this one your everyday eyeshadow. You can use the black to deepen it up, to go out and have a fun party. Guys, I like this shade right here. It's like a topper shade. It's called Fancy That. It's like it shifts to a gold. And it's really pretty. And I've used this a couple of times, and I really love it. These are, of course, all eyeshadow palettes that I wear to work. And I didn't hear a lot of people on YouTube like hype this one up. I don't know why. Maybe it's because they had a couple of other releases at the same time. But guys, if you're into like neutrals, I highly recommend this one. This one's pretty. And go check out my look on Instagram so you guys can see that. All right. The next palette I got is a cooler toned neutral palette. And of course, I'm talking about the ABH Sultry palette. I actually have no idea if you can still get this one, but it has some very pretty cool toned mattes in here. A lot of deeper shades. Of course, you got a couple of grays in here. You have this really random coral, which honestly, I've never used in this palette. But, you know, it might be pretty as like a blush shade or something. Yeah, I mean, you could use that as a blush, no problem. But some of my favorite shades in here are Cinder, Cyborg, and Teak for the shimmer shades. And then I love the shade Twig, Dystopian, Birch. And guys, the black in this is really good. I mean, if y'all know anything about ABH, you know how great their ABH Noir is. So there are some swatches, and I like to wear this one a lot in the winter. You know, I just think that it's a pretty, like, I usually wear more cool tones in the winter time anyway. I just think the formula, of course, on ABH, you know, is good. And I think I wore this year. I think I wore this for Christmas Eve. I also think I put a look on that up on Instagram, but I use the like cooler toned grays and the blacks for that one. So really love this palette. Don't know if you can still pick it up, but there are dupes. You got like the Colourpop, what is it? The Stone Cold Fox. That has a lot of this same shades in it, and I'm thinking there's one more, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, that's a good dupe. Actually, that one has like tons more shades. I could have pulled either one of those out, the Bare Necessities or the Stone Cold Fox, but I didn't want to like put a ton, and I tried to limit it to 10 palettes. So, and I tried to give it a different type of range of neutrals too, like pure neutrals, warm neutrals, cool neutrals, affordable, you know, all that kind of stuff. So the next palette I want to show you guys is from Huda Beauty, and it is the Chocolate Brown Obsessions palette. This is a deeper, like, neutral palette. So let me give you guys some swatches. So there is really only like two shades. Well, there's two shades in here you could technically use as like transition shades. And then the rest of these I find to be either like crease or like really deep shades. But guys, I like the Huda Beauty Obsession. She had a couple in this particular launch. I think she had the like the caramel or the toffee ones. I have both of those too, but I just like the shades in this one the best. And I find that like my looks turn out so pretty when I want to wear like this to work. And like I said, these deep shades, like this doesn't look like much, but if you want to use it to deepen up a shade after you've been at work all day and just take it out and go somewhere afterwards, like a bar or wherever you're going. I don't go anywhere because I'm a stay-at-home mom, but anyway, so those are really nice to have in, and these things they're tiny. So they're compact. They can fit in your work bag. I really like that about it. And also, I find that a lot of people say that their formula in the shimmers aren't as good as their big eyeshadows, their big eye palettes. I only have the Mercury Retrograde, but I think the formula in this particular one is very comparable to her larger formula. So I really like this. I like the shades in it. You know, these are more like warm leaning neutrals, which of course are right up my alley. So, and then the next one, I wanted to throw in a little indie brand for you guys. So I have the Kaladeos Cyber Bronze palette. The outside of the packaging looks like this, guys. It is so pretty. And this is what that looks like. Let's try not to blind you with the mirror. It has these very warm, like you get like a mustard. You get this really pretty, like, what would you even call that? Like a reddish brown. It reminds me of, what's that MAC shade? Not soft brown, but the other one. I don't know. And then you get this deep shade right here. It's very, very pretty. But then you get like this crazy silver and then this red. And these are like, you get this neutral shade right here. It's like a rose gold tone. And it's really pretty. But then you have these fun little pops. And it's not too poppy to where it's like a blue or like a random green or something like that. But it's just something just a little bit that you can just take it to the next level. And guys, I love Kaladeos' formula. They're so pretty. This is my second favorite Kaladeos, like, smaller palette. My favorite one, of course, is the Angelica Nyxis palette, but then I like the Sci-Fi Green, and then I like this one. So I have all the other ones. The rest of them are good. The formula is great on them. They blend very nicely. So buttery and smooth, and the, like I said, shimmers are so metallic. So this is gorgeous. Definitely recommend this if you're looking for like a good neutral palette from an indie brand. All right. Next, I have the Nabla Cutie Nude Palette. Now, guys, when I got this one, I just got it because I wanted to collect all of the shades, like all of these palettes. But there is something about these shades. So these mattes, I don't even know how to describe it. They feel amazing. It's like a cream to powder formula. And it's so interesting, and it makes, oh, that was a horrible swatch right there. It makes it blend on the eyes so beautifully. So, like I said, if you can see right here, I don't know, can you see the texture of it? Like I said, it's like a cream to powder formula. It is so, it's like so different as far as like a matte shade, but I love these colors. I really love like the Seducer color right here. Like I said, it's like a rose tone gold, which I find looks so good with all three of the mattes that are in this palette. You can usually get these on sale at Ulta during like the 21 Days of Beauty. And then I know they sometimes have them on sale at Beauty Bay. But I just really love this, you know, cute little neutral palette. And guys, I'm aware that I'm sitting here talking about a bunch of neutral eyeshadows, why I have this crazy, insane purple look. I was trying to get back into doing reels. And I did a reel. I posted it. It's not... I was so much better at the transitions before I took that break back in October. So, like, now I have to restart all over again on relearning everything. It's just, it's a mess. But, and to be honest, this look isn't my favorite, but I'm trying to get these videos put out for y'all. All right, so the next nude palette is probably arguably my favorite, like, neutral nude shade palette in here. And of course, I'm talking about the Too Faced, the Natural Nudes, and it looks like this. Now, what I like about this is that you get your standard, like, brown shade, you know, you get the cool one, you get the warm one, but you also get these beautiful pinky tone nudes, like these dusty roses, and they're just so pretty and they're so flattering on the eye. So I know a lot of people said that they didn't like this palette after it came out, and I don't know why. I mean, I feel like you get a decent amount of like matte to shimmer shades. I think there's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's the same amount of mattes to shimmers in it. And then I feel like you get a nice, you know, transition, crease shade, you know, deepening up shade, and tons of lid shades that could go with it. I find this really, really versatile. I could wear this to work. I could take it for a night out. I like to travel with this palette. You know, I think this is a really good one. So I don't know. I got this because of Mel Thompson. This was back before I was really into neutrals, and I was like, oh, I'm not going to like this palette. But this is actually my favorite one out of the whole, like, all the 10 that I'm talking to you guys about. So definitely recommend this one. They also have the Teddy Bear palette, which I really like that one too, but it's not, this one is my favorite over that one. That was, that's why I put this one in here and not that one. All right. So the next one, we're going to talk about another indie brand, and I'm going to talk about the Melt Cosmetics Rustic Eyeshadow Palette. It looks like this. I'm hoping this video films good because I don't want to have to redo it. Now, this is more of a, like, kind of out there neutrally palette, if I say so, because it has some of these shades like Erode and Antique in here, which you wouldn't think of as neutral, but when you put them together with some of these other shades, give you a very pretty, like, neutral look. You can take this natural, you can take this, like, really deep and dark. I love this shade called Redox right here. Oh, it is so gorgeous. And I like a lot of the, like, deeper brownish shades on the lid when I'm, like, wanting smoky eyes and things like that. So I think that that is really pretty. This actually is one of the better Melt formulas. So Melt is definitely hit or miss when it comes with eyeshadow palettes, in my personal opinion. And there have been a lot of Melt palettes that I do not get along with, but this one works so well. It blends on the eyes beautifully. The shimmers are perfect. It's not that chunky, like glittery mess that's going to fall all over your face. No, these, they did great. I also love how this palette has so many mattes and just 3 shimmer shades, because you can get a shimmer anywhere, but when you can do mattes right, that's definitely what it's about. So, and this, of course, is definitely more leaning on the warm toned side of the neutral palettes. If you guys can see a theme here, you know, I'm so much more into that. All right, the next one I'm going to talk about is the Nudie Palette. It's all in the name. It's just like a nude palette. It also has some of those pinky toned nudes in it, like topless and streaking. And it has this really interesting shade called Strip, which I really, really like. It's like kind of a mustardy, but kind of like a caramelly kind of color too. And then it's got this pink tone shade Bear. But guys, this shade right here, Jaybird, oh my God, it is gorgeous. It's like those toppery shades that you get in like the Kaladeos Angelica Nymphes, you know, and it's so pretty. It shifts from like a pink to a gold. It's so pretty. I love it. And then of course you get this shade Buff, which you would think would be so boring, but dude, this is so perfect for like the outer half of your eyelid to like deepen stuff up. Oh my gosh, I just love it so much. Now I know she came out with her Nudie 2, and I think that one's smaller, and it has a couple of different shades in it, but I didn't pick this one up. But I like this palette. Now I also like her Cat's Pajama palette. It's neutral, and it has some purples in it. That one's really pretty too. The formula on that one's great. The formula on this one's great, but she got a lot of slack because they didn't like the packaging and they didn't think everything made sense in that, but I still like using that palette. So, but I put this one in because you get a lot more shades and different tones in it. So that's that one. And the last one we're going to talk about is the Pinky Rose Cosmetics Center Stage palette. Now, the reason I put this one in here is just because I love doing this look right here. You take Star, of course, Star, Basic, you know, to deepen it up. And then you take any shade like Public, Floodlight, Glam. Those are really pretty with those two. Just a very simple eye look. But I haven't used these glitters. I have swatched them. And I don't mind pressed glitters in a palette. But when I swatch it, they just don't look like they're going to work very well. So that's why I haven't put them on my eyeballs, because I like glitter, but I actually want to use the ones that work. You get these very warm reddish shades, which are very, very pretty. And I like wearing this palette in the fall. So hang on, baby. All right. So that is my top 10 neutral palettes in my collection. Let me know, did you like this video? Do you have any of these? Or are these some of your favorite neutrals? If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like this, then give it a thumbs down. Either way, it helps me know what you want to see on my channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that we can be friends, because Garrett says so. And just remember, guys, makeup is just for fun. It's not meant to be judgmental. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.